Hey everyone, today we got a beautiful tier 10 American tank destroyer E4, which is a really great tank in my opinion. He got recently, well not recently, but not a long time ago, a small tiny buff which actually improved this tank quite great. And we're gonna jump to the battles, we're gonna talk about the field modifications, positioning, and we're gonna watch one replay from Vampire. And trust me, that is a great replay. So let's go. So the first map, we got Abbay, Abbay, whatever you call it, and it's a pretty nice map. And trust me, after the buff, this tank has a pretty nice gun. It's 750 alpha, keep that in mind. Real time is around 15 seconds. You got a 2.4 second aim time, and then 0.3 dispersion with improve aim, obviously. Improve aim. Engine power is quite great in my opinion, and experimental level 3 turbo goes up to 40, and with the field modification reverse speed up to 13. So sorry, 17. Yeah, I need to study a little bit more, I guess. But anyway, talking about this tank, has a great ammunition in my humble opinion, 295mm standard rounds, which is great. But then you got a premium rounds, which is APCR with the 375, and the mighty high explosions with 90mm and 1100. And trust me, this setup, this ammunition, and this kind of well armored tank can work pretty well, honestly. And recently I was testing this tank and it was perfect. Overall, as you can see, they buffed the reverse speed by 2 kilometers, aim time, dispersion during the traverse speed. So I think so that was a tiny but great buff for this tank. He was missing to traverse speed. He was a little bit junky in my humble opinion, and just like that we got already one shot to the Leopard. And as you can see, this gentleman knows what he's doing. He's loading high explosions, and he knows this Leopard trying to run away. He's loading high explosions, although he can one shot with the standard rounds as well. But yeah, you never know, maybe you can low roll, right? So yeah, the tank shells are great in my humble opinion, and it works pretty good. Even with HP boost, turbo and rammer, nothing for gun handling basically. Although I prefer more improve aim than HP. Although he will definitely prove you guys that you don't have to have it. Especially in the maps like Abbay, yeah. I like to call it Abbay, I don't know why. You don't have a long range shots, kind of, and especially he played in the heavy line. Obviously there was no enemies before he took the position, and before he found the enemies it's already quite a rough game. It's 6 to 7. He obviously took Leopard down in 2 shots basically, and poor Mouse also got shredded, and looking like it's gonna be a difficult game, and we will see in the future what this tank is capable. And trust me, it's pretty nice. And one of the most beautiful things about this tank is high explosions, and Patton is there waiting for his chance to get one shot into the back and bomb 1144. That's what I'm talking about. The caliber on this tank is amazing, and you can shred people really well, and 90mm, it's more than enough to actually gain a huge amount of damage every 15 seconds basically. And we took the middle, and we took already 3.4,000 damage, and that was pretty simple in my humble opinion. It wasn't too sweaty, let's say like that. Obviously we got a full gold round layout and a few high explosions, which is the actually right play. I would highly recommend this kind of setup. We bouncing Grilly and another Leopard getting 1107, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't know how, but it works, and you can bounce. Obviously don't rely on armors. It's not the best armors. You got a huge American cupola, paid actor Patton, which is also American, and your face, your gun mantle is penetratable quite easily. But we'll see in the future what these armors are capable. In this situation we managed to bounce one, and you got 2,200 HP to tank. So that is a pretty nice amount of HP, considering you got 750 alpha. So the trades before you get killed, you can do a big. But yeah, there is a paid actor STV, which getting one shot, getting set on fire. Unfortunately he got a fire extinguisher. Well, overrated thing, but Oh well. He's paid anyway, getting one shot to the side, and it wasn't difficult at all. Getting one shot from behind, which is understandable. IS-4 sitting in the base, defending... wrong base, to be fair. Getting one shot from Mr. V, but we're taking out him from the game, and we got 6.8 thousand. I mean, someone is farming, and obviously Force B is not even focusing him. Missing the shot somehow to Leopard. Can we take him out from the game? Of course we do. The premium rounds, as I mentioned before, have a really great penetration. Although it's APCR rounds, so you can ricochet. Imagine if this tank would actually have a heat rounds with this real time, and that would be nasty, to be fair. Anyway, Grilly getting spotted. He's taking a casual position, and looks like he's gonna peek. And that was a nasty blind shot. And once again, it was high explosions, and once again, we're bouncing. That is pretty... Well, we'll find out how much we penetrate, or maybe we went to the tracks. Who knows? We're gonna try to do another blind shot to IS-4 because he was sitting in the base, trying to get angle. Obviously, the shell went to the grass. Man, if that would be a shot, I would actually report this gentleman because that's obvious cheating. But we got 7.2 thousand. Let's forget about that blind shot to Grilly. Getting assistance by spotting FV405. I mean, we already can exit the game because the performance are great. And the gentleman, name it Vampire in Twitch, by the way. Or should I say, stepbrother, I'm stuck in the game nickname, knows what he's doing, and that's, trust me, not the first rodeo for him. He has a lot of good games, and he knows how to make the tank work. And that's a pure example. He was aggressive in heavy line, obviously there was no heavies. Then he pushed forwards, he didn't stop, took the middle, and now by taking the middle, he has a really strong position. He can basically outplay enemy from every single corner in this game, and he doing that really well. Enemy for some reason picking one by one. Unfortunately, this situation we had no attention in the minimap, and IS-4 trying to pick and push up to the Yoch tank. We could actually kill him, but that was a small delay. Obviously, intention, observation, it requiring some, you know, everything could happen. Anyway, we got a one APCR round, one side to the shot of Leopard. Unfortunately, we low roll really badly. 698 damage dealt, and that's exactly what happened and could happen with the first Leopard. But anyway, penetration is penetration. Leopard becoming one-shotable, which is good. And we got already 800 in the pocket, which is great again. We're getting proxy spotted by Grilly, bouncing IS-4, and already 2,300 bounce. And that's exactly what I mean about this tank. This is a little bit dodgy what we're doing. We're trying to run away and getting one shot from IS-4, another shot from Leopard, and that was a nasty trade. Although, could we avoid that? Probably yes, by waiting a little bit. Grilly pushing, and once again, side shot for 1,139. I mean, if we connect that blind shot, that is actually number 4 high explosion penetration in this game. Grilly pushing, hitting the gun, Leopard bouncing from behind. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we knew it about that, so Vampire angled the tank as a proper gamer, and he knew he will bounce and absorb the shell by gun, with gun. I mean, 9.2 thousand in the pocket already, that is a massive, and now it's Chew against Chew. Leopard is one-shotable, IS-4 is one-shotable, and Leopard, his ally, and himself is one-shotable in this game. And that's going to be a dodgy game for enemy to actually win. Although they could win that pretty easy, I would say. IS-4 stay on the hill and Leopard take the cap circle, so the enemy just getting advantage of having a base and a crossfire. So IS-4 made a mistake. Instead of playing smart, he went in forwards and he died by getting crossfire from Leopard. And the last remaining tank, Leopard, also making a mistake by getting spotted in open, and the Vampire just had to finish him, unfortunately. Anyway, that was a beautiful masterpiece game. Steel Wall, Top Guns, High Caliber Spartans, and yeah, that was a massive one blind shot to Grilly and 10,664 damage game with 6 kills, 1.6 thousand base experience. Even 69,000 profit, although we completed some mission. That was a great game. 15 out of 15, by the way. Anyway, next one, we got a mountain pass. And let's talk about this tank armors. In this game, I will show you what this tank is capable armor-wise. I said don't rely on this tank. He has a massive American cupola. Even the gun mantle is penetratable. So in this game, you can see, it's a short game, but you're going to see exactly what I was talking about. So we're going to try to take a really decent position, although our cupola is pointed and Grill is straight away penetrating into the cupola. Bouncing one shot, which is amazing. Straight into cupola, although Grill getting shot by enemy Arta for 1.1 thousand. And that was painful. We said thank you to him, and we were trying not to be mean, but, well, I need to highlight 1.1 thousand. But anyway, back to the game. Let's try to load high explosions, although there is my Arta dealing 1.3 thousand to enemy Grill. I mean, that was just, you just need to laugh. Anyway, a penetration to 705, a gun mantle. Can we do another one? Yes, we do. And high roll 850. That was a two nasty shots to enemy 705. Can we try to hit the Centurion? No, we're gonna try to pick. And one more. No, we bounced him, but he actually, we missed the shot. But he actually pet us right over there, right into the gun. And this is exactly how it looks like. Your armor's exactly against 705A heat rounds. You got the armors, don't get me wrong, but you got 254 millimeters penetration. So the cheeks and gun mantle can be easily penetrated with the heat rounds, which is pretty strange. Cupola. So, as I mentioned before, don't rely on your armors. You can try to side script somehow. The armors overall is really cheesy, let's say like that. Especially if you get flanked. Oh my god, 38 millimeters from behind. Don't be surprised, the art is gonna pen you as well. So, armors are good. This is against the 256 millimeters, so you can bounce and ding. Obviously, you can even be lucky and bounce with the cheeks, which is 50-50 chance, right? So, tank is armored, but not well. Anyway, that was it. And Empire Border is next. That was a little bit about the armors, because I wanted to show you what is about E4 armors. And don't be cheeky, don't tank. Brawl with this tank easily, but don't tank. Don't rely on armors. Snap, deal the 750 alpha, fall back. Don't try to actually ding something, because you're gonna get penetrated. Trust me. You trust me, you're gonna get penetrated. Anyway, Empire's Border, and we're gonna prowl, as you can see, and that's my replay, and I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I just did few games. I used experimental turbo, rammer, and improve aim instead of improve aim. As I mentioned before, it's unnecessary, but that is my main setup for any actually tank destroyer. Experimental turbo, rammer, improve aim. I'm just weirdo, I guess. But in this situation, I'm actually gonna show you that improve aim works really well. You know, maybe it would work without as well, because I use the Chuki and Tortoise armors are not detected. Honestly, not detected. And accuracy in this situation is pretty well. Maybe because of improve aim, because the dispersion goes down to 0.3, and this kind of huge caliber. Maybe because of a Chuki, maybe because of good aim or a good RNG. But anyway, the gun works. Instead of improve aim, you can go definitely with HP boost, as Vampire was playing, or experimental one, or just Vents. Vents also, I love Vents, and Vents can help you a lot. Or just try to use the field modifications. That's a good idea, right? And for E4, we actually use the first one on the left, as always, for tank destroyer. Second, better dispersion, because aim time is not so bad, so dispersion as always. The third one, we went between the Camonet after firing or the V-range. This tank is a brawler. I don't recommend V-range, because you're gonna brawl, you're gonna try to tank. If you're gonna snipe with this tank, that's a bad choice. Trust me, that's a bad choice. Because the Derpy is not the best sniper. Obviously, you're gonna hit time to time, but better try to brawl. 2 shots, 3 shots, it's good trades, trust me. Before you die, you'll be okay. Just don't pick against FV or Jpizda. The last 2, I went for better dispersion, because the HP, it's not a huge boost, and protection for your crew, I would say it's not great boost. 8 HP extra, of course it's better, But I went for better DPM, better reload time, and the last one is between the top reverse speed or suspension repair time or engine power. So I went for better reverse speed. So if you're not gonna use it, you're gonna have only, which is funny, 13 kilometers per hour reverse speed. So that's super slow. You remember, with experimental level 3 turbo though. So I would not recommend this. I would recommend reverse speed, and trust me, you will know if you try. But anyway, that is my option. So you can choose it, you cannot. But yeah, I think so that's pretty good pick in my opinion. Anyway, we're trying to push forwards. ST2 getting tracked and rebounding again, and 1.2 thousand in the pocket already. We gave him 793, and that's just the easy trades. As I mentioned before, that's really easy trades in my opinion. We're trying to get shot on Skoda. Obviously, he's too fast for that. And this is a situation where you need to stop pushing in Empire's border. Because if you're gonna push, Skoda and ST2 or Mino gonna give you a huge amount of crossfire. Or even probably Arthur who's sitting in the back. Or even VK who never been spotted. So you never know, right? And then we're trying to push our Type 4. We're trying to give the blind shot for Skoda. And this is the moment where we're gonna try to reverse and go back to support. Well, Type 4 is dead. We're getting spotted before we leave. Skoda trying to be cheeky, and we're gonna try to be cheeky as well to snap him one. Fortunately, our improve aim, it went to the gun, dead tank gun. Okay, let's say like that. But anyway, we missed the shot. Skoda gave us a 1, which is fair enough, not great, not bad. One shot, I'll take it. We bounced another one, which is great. So we're gonna push forwards. We're gonna try to be cheeky. We took one shot from Chieftain, unfortunately. VK is in open, snapping him with the massive low roll, 674. And this is the moment where you need to be aggressive. AMX M4 pushing towards Chieftain, and we're gonna try to take the shot. We're expecting Type 68 will be there. Of course, he's there, bouncing first shot because he shoots the stun rounds. We bouncing somehow Chieftain, and that was weird. Although he also did not penetrate us, which is great traits. Chieftain knows our reload time, being cheeky, giving us 1. We're gonna try to bounce again Type. Can we? He's totally missing, and now we can take out Chieftain from the game, which is a great trait. And so far we trade that pretty well. Chuki into the face. Maybe even stunned, and I didn't notice. And we're pushing forwards. Type 68 doing mistake by checking where we are, and we're taking him out from the game. And just like that, it's 10 too late, and we got already 5.6 thousand in the pocket. And this is the moment where actually we're gonna use that beautiful high explosions for a poor Grilly. He's not expecting us to pick over here. He's straight in the front, and bam, 967 into the face. 6.6 thousand dealt. Last remaining tank is Arthur. Can we take him by snapping? Juicy. And that was it. That was E4. And I think E4 is really great. We got a master game, high caliber with 7,005 kills. And that was working pretty well. And keep that in mind, we were brawling. And it worked perfectly. Well, Empire boarded or sniped is quite difficult, right? But anyway, that was E4 and a great brawler tank. And after a small buff, actually, it works even better than used to. And I think so it's really a good tech tree. Even a whole tech tree, in my humble opinion, is great. Try me, test it, and you will enjoy it. T30, T28, Prototype, all of them are actually a really great tanks in my humble opinion. Even the low tiers. So, anyway, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and see you soon. Godpack is out. Bye bye.